Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime, but kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out as we get set to see Josh Rosen command this offense, the number 10 pick in the 2018 draft.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit. And he's going to go down again. Jalen Ferguson in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Well, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Rosen will throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. So likely a 3-and-out on their opening drive. That's not a good omen for a team that's lost 3 straight games.
Too many threes that you're mentioning right there. That's a number they've got to get off of. And the big risk you're running right now is discouragement amongst the ranks. How do you keep them up? How do you keep them motivated? They've got to dial up something to give themselves some confidence.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Kill.
General West.
Whip. Watch the whip. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. That's complete. It's Collins. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Tomlinson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Hey, high 7.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Ready, ready. 15 line. 15 line. 61, matchbox light. 25, check 25, check 25. Shoot.
On first down, Tomlinson. The numbers on the ground for LT from last week. 20 carries, 138 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes a leading rusher.
On second down now, Tomlinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On the set. 57 to Mike. Check right, check right. Back, recon, 132 fighter. Check 26, check 26. Hit it.
Seven yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Check. 57 Mike. Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 21 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, it's Carson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They run it with Carson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Opposite. He's checking. Rock it.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Tomlinson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is Tomlinson.
Ready? 60 outlaw. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check. Hey, check 24.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll run on 1st down. Tomlinson, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
They'll run. Tomlinson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now it's Tomlinson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone boom, touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
40 seconds to Mike.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. And that is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Under 10. Look at me. Go. Check down. Jackrabbit. Come on.
Watch out.
Ready.
From the gun, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Collins. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 37. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10.
Check.
On 1st down, Tomlinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Bravo. 57, come on. Get that quarterback at all costs. 57, come on. 57.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, they'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll run on first down. Tomlinson, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
Safety, plant. Slam. Greystone, travel.
On first and 10, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Collins. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to the running game, it's Tomlinson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Point after, right down the middle. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
Throwing on first down. Herbert throwing left side. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. He finds an opening past the 40. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Rosen to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. This may be one of the best stretches of defensive football that I've seen. I don't know about you. 5 sacks last week, now 3 here in this affair.
I would agree with that, and I've enjoyed watching the skill that's gone into it. You can see the intelligence behind it as well. He's watched tape, and he's setting people up, but relentless. That's the one word that keeps coming to mind. He does not want to be denied at getting to the quarterback.
And they're not denying him.
Pull it high. Hey, Alpha. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
On first down, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Collins. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
2nd and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Shift. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. On the ball. Ready.
From the gun on third down, Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off here to 29. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Switch. Hey, stand off.
On first down, Tomlinson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, partner, Marvin, our number 1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense
caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Looking to throw again on second down. Rosen. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
On 1st and 10, Herbert, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. The Bucs on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
152 fighter.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense. Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now.
80 weapons.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert got his man complete over the middle. That's Collins. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, Tomlinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 2nd down, Dobbins, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Team spill. Hey, Zoo.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now.
To throw on third down, Herbert. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. An 11-yard touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Rosen. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Now Rosen. Jalen Ferguson. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So instead of the incredibly obvious choice of trying to punt it out near midfield, now they've left their defense with no margin for error.
No, zero. And I don't care how much confidence you have in your defense. I don't care if you say, hey, I'm going to be aggressive because those guys can pick me up. You really put them in an impossible situation because at the least, you're giving up 3 in that situation, right? So I would have punted the ball out of there and given them a little bit of a cushion.
Look, squeeze. Check. Check, hot route.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited? Fantasy owners
who
had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off near his own 48.
Okay, ready?
Mike 57. Right here. Tight end right. 3 down. Whip. Watch the whip. Watch the twist. Check. Watch the edge.
5.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win.